there.
Your destination is on the right.
That is impressive. What do we have here, Stacey?
Here within a symbolic triangular shaped building denoting war and aggression is displayed a significant cross-section of artifacts recovered from the Ironclad River gunboat Cairo. So I guess in the museum, there's artifacts. The Cairo went down in the Yazoo River on December 12, 1862, the first vessel in naval history to be sunk by an electrically detonated mine. And when the Cairo sank, her crew managed to only save what they were carrying, so there was tons of stuff on board that they got out of there.
That's good that they got out. Now, was this a Yankee or a Confederate?
USS.
USS, that
Cairo.
would be.
That's what's your clue.
That would be Yankee.
Yes.
Sorry, Yanks. We have no idea. We are just trying to figure this out as we
We're
go.
excited to be early.
Can't go that way. Going back the other way.
We'll see.
Looks like it was a paddle wheeler. And see, in Columbus, we have the
Monitor.
and it's the Columbus Civil War Naval Museum, and the ironclads are not nearly in as intact a shape as this one.
Yeah, and I think they've done some restoration on it too.
USS Cairo Museum.
Look at this,
Wow.
Oh, and I guess that's the thickness
Oh,
of the armor.
that's in Braille. Yeah. Cairo was 16 miles up the Yazoo River when she hit Confederate mines.
Oh, there's a Braille map. That's so neat.
They were part of a mine clearing expedition. So that section missing there is one of the holes blown in it. Wow. So it gives you a good idea of how things were laid out inside the ironclad. And yeah, this was a gun boat. Look at that. Cannons forward, cannons to the side. Oh, you can, ooh, chimneys, yada yada. You can get on it, yay. Gotta have your priorities. Wow. This is amazing. Boilers. Wow. Steam drum, boilers. You can see the paddle wheels over there. Maybe original, I don't know. Look at the inner workings of this thing. And below is the original lumbers, timbers and stuff. And up here is a framework to give you the idea of the shape of the top of the ironclad. Kind of hatch. Interesting. It probably never occurred to any of the people on this boat that in 150 years people would be walking around on what's left of it having been dredged out of the river. I wonder if they could have even conceived that it could be pulled out of the river. It's amazing. Interesting. It always astounds me that anything like this can float, especially on fresh water. Yet they do. Did and do today. Physics can be a confusing thing. This is a fantastic display. And the stern. National Historic Mechanical Engineering Landmark, USS Cairo engine and boilers, 1862. The Cairo is the sole survivor of the fleet of river gunboats built by the Union during the Civil War with the object of controlling the lower Mississippi River. Designed by Samuel Pook and built by James B. Eads, the 175-foot ironclad vessel had 13 guns. The propulsion system is the only known early example of the widely used Western Rivers steamboat engine, characterized by multiple fire tube boilers with shared steam and mud drums, and two-cylinder non-condensing engine having a small bore long stroke and poppet valves. This engine was designed by A.T. Merritt with a 22-inch bore and 6-foot stroke. It developed about 600 horsepower and drove a sheltered paddle wheel of 22-foot diameter and 15-foot wide.
So what do you think?
This is impressive.
I've seen, the ones in Columbus, but seeing this one partially restored, and it's like you smell the wood, like they
Yeah.
fixed it, and seeing the paddle wheel and how it all works together, it's just a lot easier to understand.
Yeah, because they did a little bit of this sort of thing with the ones in Columbus, but this is very, it's like really easy to see how the thing looked.
Top part is in the Columbus one is, I think, is metal and sort of suspended over it, so you can kind of imagine.
Right.
This is a little bit more concrete.
This looks like you could practically just throw some decking on the outside and put some iron on there and float it again. You couldn't, but
Could not.
but you can see how many years underwater has affected the
But all
original
that metal
wood.
is original. The paddle, like all that stuff, the pistons.
Oh, yeah. Made of iron.
Yeah.
It's just amazing.
It's very exciting to see this. Did you see the chimneys?
Yeah, that's so neat. Simulated chimneys.
They had to rebuild the chimneys because the chimneys were sticking out of the water originally.
Ooh.
So they ran over them to flatten them, so the enemy wouldn't see.
Oh,
Where the boat was.
I see. Because then they could go down there and harvest stuff.
I wonder, yeah.
Wow. Very interesting.
Oh, this only known photograph of the USS Cairo was taken early in 1862 at Cairo, Illinois. And I know I'm pronouncing Cairo wrong for Illinois. We're probably pronouncing this wrong. We're going to have to ask.
People pronounce things from where they are. We pronounce Cairo, Cairo.
I'm just curious to how they pronounce it.
They might pronounce it Cairo.
Cairo or something.
It's Cairo.
I want to know. I just want to know.
It's named after Egypt, right? Cairo, Egypt.
It's like when people come to Albany, Georgia, and people there pronounce it Albany
Yeah.
or Albany. But like when you go there and pronounce it Albany, are you being weird?
I just say Albany. If I say Albany, I may say Albany or Albany. It just depends on